Just sat down to start doing my makeup, and as I was just about to touch my brows, I said I should film my new updated eyebrow routine because some steps have stayed, but a lot of things have changed since my last one, and I want to go ahead and share that with you. I am still using by Alba the Botanical Un-Petroleum multi-purpose jelly. Not only do I use the jelly to actually condition the brow hairs, it helps the actual hairs grow in itself. The first ingredient in that jelly is castor oil, so what it does is, I still have to pluck every single day the stray hairs, usually right underneath the arch, so it grows, and it grows pretty quick. I do pluck underneath, usually this region right here underneath the actual arch itself. Sometimes I will pluck up here very, very close to the actual line itself. I don't go up too far up there. Now I actually do have a new tweezer that I've been using, I would say probably since the beginning of 2018, and it's from the brand Revlon. It's their men's series, so it has that quilt design here. Every morning I do go through to kind of see in the magnifying mirror where I need to pluck. I still, will get the little strays right here. I'll check my whole face because sometimes there may be just one straggler one, just pull it right out. And so this one actually pulls it out from the root. Smooth, clean, just pulls it right out. I'm still using my eyebrow brush from Morphe, and this is the E29 brush. Place whatever product in my brow hairs, so it's good and stiff enough for that, but it's not so incredibly hard, so incredibly like jammed packed inside that denseness where it's not going to let the product go through my brow hairs. And of course it has a spoolie on the side, which I tend to always bend because it's just easy for me being, well, left-handed. The step that has completely changed is how I actually apply the product first into my brow hair. But my brow hairs are actually quite curly, and what I noticed is it's just been difficult getting the product into my hairs. Now it wasn't like that before, so I'm just going to chalk it up to age. As I get older, it seems like the hairs seem to be getting curlier, and trying to get into the spaces of the curls has been quite difficult. So I just said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do it backwards because I'm left-handed and we're known for doing things backwards. So instead of brushing everything up and trying to do the brush-like strokes up, all the tips that you probably have heard as far as eyebrow routines, I'm doing the exact opposite now. So what I will do is I will actually brush my hairs down. So when I brush everything down, I can actually not only see my natural arch of my eyebrow, I also can see where I need to perhaps pluck in additional areas. Let's say I might have missed that. It just makes it really easy for me to see everything. Then when I brush my brow hairs up, oh my gosh, it's like it's filled in. So the actual skin portion of it, the hairs have moved about being all the way down. So the product goes in, the little curl areas, and I'm good to go. And also has made it really quick for me to get out the door. So let me zoom in a little closer so you can get a better idea of what I'm talking about. Once my brow hairs are pushed down, I instantly can see the lines. I can see my natural lines and the shape of my actual brow. See how it goes like this? I have that natural arch right there, and then it goes down. I dipped into the darkest shade in my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Express powder. You can also do this, of course, with your dip brow, whatever product you have. And see, right as I place the powder into the area here of my front of my arch, see how it instantly starts to fill it up. I'm going to work on the tail portion here. And still keeping the brush not only down, I'm working in the strokes going down. So just forget about going in upward strokes. Everything you've been taught, you're going to do it the Stephanie way and go down. For the front portion of the brow, I actually will start first going down, and then I just go up a little bit here. I'm just trying to create just a very soft, natural fade. One more time into the dark color because I'm going to be going right here on this tail portion. Now I don't go completely all the way down because I don't actually like my tail to be too far down. That actually will bring the eye shape down. Now it's time to brush the hairs back up. And I'm not digging, I'm just brushing it up. What I meant by digging is I'm not trying to be like forceful. I'm not trying to push the powder too much. Don't try and ruin the hard work that you started. A little bit more of the powder, because what I'm gonna do is place some, but I'm going in the straight, just like back and forth, instead of, again, pushing up. And I'm just gonna go between the hairs, the little curls, and fill that in. I'm gonna quickly take my Revlon tweezers and just get these little strays that I can see. Since I just turned on the camera and started talking, this is again a step I usually do before I do the fill-in. I'm gonna dip my head down to about eye level, and now comes the arch. So just wherever I feel like I need a little bit more definition, which is right in this area. I'm barely touching it, but I still, as you can see, filled it in. I'm gonna dip my head down because as I get to my tail, I don't want it to start dragging down. I actually want it to be, I would say, like, well, just go straight across is what I like to do. And this kind of opens and lifts up my eyes. So see how I just drew that further down, just like that. Then I'm gonna go right here on this top portion of my tail and just bring that down just a little bit to connect it. And I'm gonna go up a little bit more and see, okay, is there any other area that needs a little bit more filling in? And you can be as precise as you want to, or just, you know, more natural, just leave it open. Do you hear the wind in the background? Santa Ana winds. Please know that I feel like I'm going to end up in Oz with all this wind action going on here. I feel like my right brow is a lot bushier than the left. Oh, here it is. I'm about to end up in Oz. I can feel it. Of course, my shoes aren't going to be a ruby red slipper. Mine's going to be black pair of killer shoes. You ready for my Oz? I also do this too. I just like will make little sayings as I'm doing my brows. I figured why change just because I'm filming it. I'm still using my NARS dual concealer here if I need to make any, you know, cleanup. If I have any type of errors that I make, but I've made quite a good dent, I'm going to use this up. So I just focus it only for my brow areas. This is where I store all my eyebrow pencils. So same thing like with my foundations, I change it every day. Same thing, here's a new category. So I just pull whatever's the next one, or just whatever I want to use. And I don't even really think about it. It's like, oh, what is it? What is it that day? So that day that today, I picked out the Maybelline. Since I've switched to doing this, just brushing the hairs down, really getting to see my arch, filling them in, doing whatever else I need to do, it has actually cut my brow routine in half. I've just noticed it's super quick, it's fast, and I think it's because I can see it now, and it's easier for me to get in between those little hairs. So if you also have unruly hair, unruly brows, you're just finding it difficult to see your arch, you're just really having, you know, you're struggling with your brows, try this technique, the Stephanie technique. Try it out and see if it works for you. And you don't have to only use the powder. Try it with pencil, try it with pomade, whatever tool you use. Just push them down, push your hairs down, try it out, see if you can see it, and then push them up. Go from there. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching, everyone. I hope you have a wonderful day or evening. And as always, I'm going to see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.